As of July 2025, France and the United Kingdom have officially resumed production of the Storm Shadow SCALP-EG air-launched cruise missile, marking a significant development in European defense collaboration. The decision follows an extended pause in production, spanning over 15 years since the last major order, and comes in response to depleted inventories due to extensive transfers of these weapons to Ukraine during its ongoing conflict with Russia. The announcement was made during a joint visit by French Minister of the Armed Forces Sébastien Lecornu and UK Shadow Defence Secretary John Healey to MBDA's production facility in Stevenage, England, where the missiles are assembled and tested. The resumption of production is intended to achieve multiple strategic goals. First, it ensures that both the British and French air forces can replenish their stockpiles of precision strike weapons, which are critical for long-range engagements and conventional deterrence. Second, it reinforces transnational defense industrial capacity by reviving the missile assembly lines and re-engaging a highly specialized workforce in a sector that is seen as strategically vital for both nations. Third, it maintains continuity in missile design and production know-how ahead of the planned transition to a new generation of cruise and anti-ship missiles under the FCASW Future Cruise Anti-Ship Weapon Program. The Storm Shadow UK designation and SCALP-EG Système de Croisière Autonome à Longue Portée, Emploi General, French designation, is a deep strike, air-launched cruise missile developed by MBDA, a joint venture involving defense firms from France, the UK, Germany, and Italy. It is designed for precision engagement of high-value, well-defended targets at standoff ranges, allowing aircraft to launch from outside the range of enemy air defenses. The missile has a length of approximately 5.1 meters, weighs about 1,300 kilograms, and is powered by a turbojet engine that gives it a range exceeding 250 kilometers, with some unofficial estimates suggesting longer capabilities. Its guidance system uses inertial navigation, GPS, and terrain referencing, culminating in a terminal phase guided by a DSMAC, Digital Scene Matching Area Correlator, sensor for high-accuracy strikes. Operationally, Storm Shadow SCALP-EG has been used in various conflicts since its combat debut during the NATO intervention in Libya in 2011. It has since been employed by the Royal Air Force and French Air and Space Force in multiple engagements in the Middle East and North Africa. Most notably, its integration into Ukraine's Soviet-era Su-24 bombers has given Ukraine long-range strike capability against hardened Russian targets. Reports and imagery from the battlefield suggest these missiles have been used effectively against command posts, logistics hubs, and airbases, often operating at standoff ranges that minimize risk to Ukrainian aircrews. These battlefield results have reaffirmed the missile's relevance in modern, high-intensity warfare and added urgency to the need for replenishment. France has allocated approximately €1.9 billion in its 2025 defense budget for munitions procurement, a portion of which is directed toward the renewed SCALP-EG production. This marks an increase over the 2024 budget and reflects Paris's broader strategy of strengthening national and European defense capabilities amid a deteriorating global security environment. The United Kingdom, similarly, has integrated Storm Shadow restocking into its defense procurement priorities. According to UK government statements, defense industrial output is expected to play a pivotal role in national economic strategy, potentially accounting for 2.7% of GDP and supporting 150,000 jobs by 2027. This renewed, industrial activity is not occurring in isolation. It is part of a larger strategic alignment between France and the UK formalized through the revitalized Lancaster House Defence Agreements, which now include joint efforts in cyber defense, nuclear technology, missile systems, and aerospace development. Central to this partnership is the Future Cruise Anti-Ship Weapon FCASW program, a joint initiative led by MBDA that aims to replace not only Storm Shadow, SCALP-EG but also legacy anti-ship missiles like Exocet and Harpoon. The FCASW project is currently in the demonstration and manufacture phase, with two variants under development. The first variant, TP-15, is a stealthy, subsonic missile intended for land attack missions. It will employ advanced low-observable technologies and modular warhead capabilities, making it a versatile replacement for the Storm Shadow. The second variant, RJ-10, is a high-speed, supersonic missile designed primarily for anti-ship missions, offering a modern counter to adversary naval forces and sea-based denial strategies. MBDA has already completed several key milestones in the program, including aerodynamic testing, seeker trials, and the production of a TP-15 prototype. Entry into service is expected around 2028 for RJ-10 and 2030 for TP-15, depending on further testing and procurement schedules. The decision to restart Storm Shadow, SCALP-EG production thus serves a dual function. It bridges the capability gap between the current generation and the forthcoming FCASW systems while preserving industrial momentum and technological expertise within the MBDA framework. Importantly, it also helps sustain transnational supply chains involving hundreds of subcontractors and component manufacturers across Europe, many of which rely on defense orders for financial viability. Both France and the UK have signaled that their cooperation on missile production and R&D is expected to deepen further, with joint roadmaps for hypersonic technologies, sensor fusion, electronic warfare integration, and air-launched swarm systems under review. These efforts are positioned not just as national security priorities but also as instruments for maintaining Europe's strategic autonomy in defense technology and manufacturing. The 2025 resumption of Storm Shadow, SCALP-EG production reflects a convergence of operational necessity, industrial policy, and long-term strategic planning. It confirms that both France and the United Kingdom see long-range precision strike as a core component of future combat capabilities, while also investing in next-generation systems to retain technological superiority. The program illustrates how defense procurement can serve as a catalyst for economic development, alliance cohesion, and sustained innovation across a complex multinational industrial landscape.